Alright, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clinton.
Lead the way.
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
A precious opportunity we cannot neglect.
What about the rest of the shipment?
That is your brother's assignment. You will take the subway to meet him in Hell's Kitchen. But first, we should deal with Castle Clinton.
Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
A secondary entrance would be useful, but I am aware of no such thing.
I'm starving. Do you have anything to eat?
You don't look that bad. Tell me what you know about the NSF.
They're gonna kill the top 1% and then split up the rich people's money with everybody.
Can you tell me anything specific?
Go to hell. What is it, mister? I'm really hungry.
All I have is a candy bar.
Don't matter. I just need something in my stomach so I can fall asleep.
Here you go. Do you have a place to stay?
I sleep out on the dock where they unload the speedboats.
Speedboats? Is that how the NSF get their supplies?
I don't know. They're always coming in and out of the tunnel behind the soda machine.
Interesting.
I spy on them from the crates. The code is 9183.
Clever boy.
Thanks for the snack, mister.
It's the least I could do.
Look at that. Don't have nobody at the side entrance. NSF can just walk away.
Head toward Castle Clinton. I can't find them on the map, though. Objective complete. Agent Navarre will describe your next assignment and stay behind to protect the operation. Look for her out front. inside the kiosk of Castle Clinton. The bulk of the NSF troops must have gone through here to get underground.
You a cop?
UNATCO agent. How does a little boy get mixed up with the NSF?
I just wanted to find some food, but they didn't have any. And then they started shooting at the police. Got some?
Want this candy bar?
You're cool.
Glad I could help.
Hey, I bet I can help you.
Yeah?
The soldiers have secret tunnels. They take boxes into the tunnel under the fort, but they never bring them back out.
What kind of boxes?
Steel. Big ones.
Thanks. Maybe I'll check that out.
You were too gentle with the NSF, but I cannot complain. You completed the objective. At least you are not a coward like Paul.
You mechs might have copper wiring to reroute your fear of pain, but I've got nerves of steel.
You are not a mech. You do not know what it is like.
What's it like to stand around revving your actuators while the more advanced units complete the mission? No thanks.
It was my error to believe that UNATCO's superweapon would appreciate the chance to prove himself.
Just give me the next objective.
How dare I delay your search for glory? The NSF in the subway station have taken hostages. Free them, but you know our standing orders. We do not make deals. Use this EMP grenade to disable the electronic detonators of the booby traps. Now we will see who is made of steel.
I can take out a booby trap.
Don't let me get in your way, officer.
They've got hostages in the subway station.
NSF terrorists in the subway have threatened to blow up the platform. Watch for booby traps.
Sir,
Who are you?
I'm a UNATCO agent. As soon as I open the train doors, I need you both to be ready to run on board.
Okay.
The city's lit up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah?
How's it look on the street?
How's what look?
The fighting, is it heavy?
The cops told me to take cover in the bar or come down here. They've got the NSF surrounded in the Ton Hotel.
Hostages?
I don't know, is that it?
Yeah, thanks.
That's all I know.
They're shooting. Why do they keep shooting? Sometimes I hear things in my head. It's not normal. Majestic. Majestic. Sometimes I hear things in my head. It's not normal.
What are you doing here? You left a hostage situation in Battery Park.
I was pursuing the primary objective. I thought you needed help with that EMP field. Leave something like that to Anna and civilians end up dead. Forget about it. You don't have time to go back. What's the situation here? You're taking over. I've got to get my team ready to raid the warehouse. What about the EMP field? Still in place. Your primary objective will be to locate and disable its power source. Probably an industrial-sized generator in a large building. I'll question some of the locals. I ordered the civilians to take cover a block south of here in the free clinic and at the Underworld Tavern, down on the corner. Maybe I'll start with the tavern. Why'd you have to clear the street? There's still a heavy NSF presence in the streets, and we're taking some fire. We could use your help if you get the chance. Maybe I'll do that. If you need any extra equipment, here's the key to my place at the Ton Hotel. Check the secret closet. Remember? The keypad's behind the painting. Just like the movies. Second floor, right? Yeah, and take a charger for the riot prod. We don't need another Anna Navarra shooting spree. Whatever you say. And JC, we'll be waiting for you to take down that EMP field.
We're getting reports of a hostage situation in the Ton Hotel, which is at the southeast corner of the block. When you stayed with Paul, did you meet Mr. Renton and his daughter Sandra? We think at least one of them is still inside.
Do something, man. They're gonna kill him. Nothing. I checked his pockets. You don't live underground and not have one of Charlie's cards. Make him take off his shoes.
I just sleep down there. They don't give you money unless you're on the council.
Take off your shoes. Charlie has no reason to be stingy if he has a currency encoder.
They just hacked a few accounts. They have some extra cash, that's it.
I'm not asking again.
It's just a bunch of us. We go down there to get out of the cold.
All right, we'll do it the hard way.
God Gotcha. Did you see that?
Yes,
It was uncalled for. You mug people, great. You need the dough. But you show some respect.
What were they after?
Especially when it's your ally. They came to us. They wanted an underground base.
So those guys were NSF?
Yeah, the NSF gives guns to anybody who wants to fight. A lot of people just take the guns and do what they want.
So the terrorists are based in the subways? The sewers?
They need to move some kind of secret equipment. Our tunnels are like the crossroads.
Tell me how to find this base, and I bet I can get the NSF off your back.
Underworld. Just remember that word when you see Curly. He lets people in. Me, personally, I don't rob. I think it's wrong. I think Curly went underground, but remember that password. You might need it someday. Appreciate the help.
I heard a lot of shooting outside. They told me to come in here. All these people, they're sick. They got the plague, don't they? I'm staying as far away as I can. I don't want to get sick.
The riot cops are running scared.
Reminds me of Washington. I was there when the NSF overran Squalnomi, back when they were called the Northwest Secessionist Forces.
Were you at Squalnomi?
Yeah, it was night. They came in with thermoptic camo and we never picked them up on any of the sensors. What a goddamn mess.
I didn't know.
Had a hard time sleeping after that. Didn't do real good on the psych evals either. Got drummed out in short order.
The Army probably didn't want to have any reminders hanging around.
Yeah, and now look what they got. NSF in downtown Manhattan. Same guys that nearly whooped us in the Northwest. I bet the brass remembers Squalnomi now.
Hey there. I'm Raphael. This here's Jake.
Hey. Sorry, I ain't got nothing for you. Christ. You see the guy begging for a cure?
Yeah, what about him?
It won't help. There is no cure.
How do you know?
They show you stuff in the military. You want to know the real battlefield? It's microscopic. We can't even see it. Lucky for me, I got immunizations, but that guy, well, once you're infected, you're infected.
And what about me?
I don't know. You got lucky. Not a bad thing to be.
Sorry, you wanted something?
Welcome to Tenderloin Clinic. Please proceed to the examining room. We accept all forms of digital cash. Please have your card ready.
It's all ice cream and lollipops. That's what the nice man on TV said. When the weather changes, we'll be lost, and no one will know who anyone else is anymore. Like the pricking of my finger. Something wicked is about to be known. Not me. No, I didn't have anything to do with it. Not me. No, I didn't have anything to do.
If you think you have Grey Death, please pick up an information packet. Plague victims can have their medication mailed to their homes at no additional cost. See one of the doctors to purchase treatment.
Hi, I'm in charge of law enforcement on this block. You doing all right?
Yeah. They told me to come in here. Is that okay?
Perfectly fine. Just making sure everyone's safe.
Hey, while you're at it, you ought to do something about the NSF. Perfectly good shelter.
You know what they're doing in this neighborhood?
Kicked us out of the old Osgood place. A bunch of us camping in the tunnels. Talk about rights, but when they want something, they take it.
Maybe I'll look into it. You take care of yourself.
I'm not the only one they threw out.
We encourage everyone to
Think they're some kind of freedom fighters. Justice will be served. I filed a formal complaint, but the city ignored it. Think they're some kind of freedom fighters.
Please understand that the free clinic must charge for certain services to cover basic expenses.
I want satisfaction.
We've done all that we can. It's time for you to go.
This is supposed to be a free clinic. Bet you do something if I had more money.
You've got the plague, sir.
Yeah, rich people don't get Grey Death.
Don't make me call security.
Like Mr. Billionaire Bob Page. He don't have it. The president don't have it. I never seen a movie star who's got it. You don't have it.
I'm with a patient right now.
Wait your turn.
You should be more appreciative. By helping you, this gentleman risks his own health.
But he won't give me any medicine.
Trust me, when there's a cure, the city will underwrite the cost. The virus threatens everyone.
I don't believe you.
And I won't hesitate to prescribe the treatment for you.
You better not.
Thank you. The ones with the plague can be so stubborn sometimes.
Don't mention it.
Let me express my gratitude. You can have the automated care plan for $1,200. That's at a 40% discount. Or a med kit for $180.
I'll take a med kit.
Here you go. Please read the instructions before giving aid.
One of the doctors can help you.
Got a few credits?
You have the plague?
Nah. Cops ran us off the streets. Usually I go into the water tunnels in the warehouse district, but somebody boarded up the window.
You live in a tunnel?
Actually, I like to stay on the roof of this big apartment building. Nice view. It's not too cold. There's a freight elevator at the end of the tunnel.
Where's that window you were talking about?
It's a basement window in the park south of the hotel. One thing about the warehouse district, you gotta know which buildings are safe. Some have armed guards. I kind of like it better in here. Doctors don't seem to mind.
You must pay the doctors in cash before...
You look like the do-it-yourself type. How about the automated care plan? Only 2,000 credits. Medkits are 300.
Never mind.
As you wish.
Not now. Please. Leave me alone. Wait your turn.
Who will help the widow's son?
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. The NSF are playing right into our hands. I don't hear much about it, but I know the signs. There's gonna be an announcement soon. We just have to give DC a little push. I like to keep people guessing. I always beat around the bush. No way I would break the oath. We just have to give DC a little push.
I wish to hell they'd give us the all clear.
You making a play today?
Nah, scavenged some copper wiring. Wanted to get back and try it out in the sculpture.
Christ, you and the sculptures. What's this one called?
The Man Who Was Thursday.
Makes as much sense as the last one. What was it called? Napoleon something or other?
Napoleon of Notting Hill.
Doesn't seem much use for sculpture today.
There's always tomorrow.
Hey, it's them. You want these?
What?
Give him the grenades. Look, I know he's your brother, but your brother gave us these things. Look at this. Irritation to all exposed mucous membranes. What's that gonna do?
Just tell Paul to give us bullets next time.
Here's one. Prolonged exposure can damage the bronchial pathways. Prolonged exposure? It's like giving them cigarettes or something.
Look, do you want these things?
Sure, hand them over.
Here you go, with my compliments. Good luck.
Effective crowd control? What's that supposed to mean? Gonna be some really sniffly terrorists. Sorry, he's a little worked up. You should talk to your brother about this.
What I'm telling you, girl.
You said I didn't have to. Make Janie do it.
I already took the money. And when it's JoJo and it's something he wants, you gotta do it. You and me both, baby. We helpless.
We were just gonna hang out today.
I told you how it don't play with me, this amateur unprofessional bullshit.
Johnny.
If it's business, it's business. If it's us two hanging out, then we hang out. Right now, it's business.
I want out, Johnny. I didn't know it would get like this.
Put it this way. You in it. You want out is like a game. You get beat out. What you want?
You've got 10 seconds to beat it before I add you to the list of NSF casualties.
Easy, bro. Just having us a conversation.
5 seconds.
Girl's got a head full of marbles. I have to yell. But she don't hear me.
3.
She skitches on me. It's my ass, man.
1.
All right. Go on. Jesus.
Sucks to get backed into a corner.
I was trying to find the back way into Smugglers.
Smuggler?
Hey, you shouldn't have threatened Johnny. Soon as Jojo finds out.
Who's this Jojo?
You can't touch Jojo. He doesn't go out and there's only 2 ways to the warehouse.
Warehouse?
You think he can sneak into Osgood's at the park, but in the first place, it's locked.
Looks like the fighting in the park has died down.
And if you go underground, he's got laser tripwires, drone guns, military-type stuff, plus there are guards on the roof.
Tell you what, I'll handle Jojo. You stay out of the way until the NSF have pulled back.
I can take care of myself.
You mentioned a smuggler.
Tough guy like you, figured you'd be a big customer.
What's he sell? Weapons? Drugs?
High-priced weapons, yeah, you should talk to him. Thanks already, now leave me alone.
It's still going on, isn't it? They're shooting people right outside the bar. I don't know what to do. I gotta get home.
Joe Green, Midnight Sun. Glad to know you. What can you tell me about what's going on out there?
Sorry, regulations prevent me from talking to the press.
Regulations, huh? So you are part of the crackdown.
Like I said, I have nothing to say.
Too stylish for the National Guard? Too athletic for NYPD? You must be from UNATCO.
I really can't be bothered right now. How about I ask you a few questions?
Splendid. I certainly would like to know what an international anti-terrorist organization expects to find in a dive like this.
Heard anything about a secret NSF power generator?
Ah. Playing the detective, are we? I take it you've been assigned to eliminate certain weapons systems. Defenses, maybe? Am I getting warm?
Just answer the question.
Let me be more pointed. How does it feel to be ordered to murder civilians just because they support the fastest-growing political movement in this nation's history?
In a democracy, armed rebellion is criminal, not political.
Rebellion, as the Declaration of Independence tells us, is not only our right, but our duty when we have suffered a long train of abuses and usurpations. This is gonna make a great story. Keep me updated. Don't worry, I'll say sources within UNATCO, if I quote you. Don't worry, I'll say sources within UNATCO, if I quote you.
You the guy that helped Sandra?
I think your friend is gonna be alright.
What about Johnny?
I gave him a good scare.
Where's he at?
I don't know, but if he gives you any more trouble, just tell me.
I hope he doesn't think I ratted him out.
What can you tell me about his boss, Jojo?
Oh, Jojo, he's nothing, man. We used to go out. His body mods? Cosmetic. Scars? I saw him cut his face one time just so he'd look mean.
Maybe I'll straighten him out as well.
Well, if you ever want to get into the warehouse where he hides out, I know the code. It's 3316.
Thanks. You've been very helpful.
Jojo shouldn't stick us with guys like Johnny. That ain't cool. Sandra looks a little shaken up. I hope she's all right.
Don't you have someplace to go?
You're looking at it.
I think I know your father. He runs the Ton, right?
So?
You could at least let your father know you're all right.
He knows where I am.
You mad at him or something?
No, but I don't want him running my life like he runs that cheap hotel.
He doesn't do such a bad job.
He never got nowhere because he never took chances. That ain't me. I'm gonna do things my way.
I think you should be more grateful for what he's done. Let's leave it at that.
Mind your own business.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Hey, you look like the vigilante type. What if I said I knew where you could load up on military hardware?
You mean that guy Smuggler across the street?
Already know him, huh? Too bad. Hey, how about I tell you about something you can't hear from anybody else?
What's that?
Area 51. You heard of it, right?
Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about the thug that goes by the name of Jojo.
I worked out there. Most people think they got aliens from another planet, but I didn't see any flying saucers. You want to hear about it? I'll tell you. For the price of a beer.
I am Ambrosia from a drug dealer.
We're talking about your wife, the Grey Death.
I don't know. If I gave it to her, and it was cut...
Jojo's good for it. People know him. He'd be hanging from a streetlight if he was selling bad vaccine. Hey, Shay, kick card. Here's a little vodka this time. Coming up. Excuse us, we're having a conversation.
Yes?
Just curious. I thought I heard you say Ambrosia.
My wife has the plague.
He already lost his daughter.
Sorry to hear that.
So do I trust some street punk called Jojo to get me pharmaceuticals? Trust him with my wife's life?
I thought Ambrosia was an urban legend.
Jojo probably just wants to sound like a player. I shouldn't get my hopes up.
I don't know what to say. You just have to do what you think is right.
What can I get you?
You work here, you must know the area. Heard of anyone hiding a large generator?
Not exactly, but if it's anywhere, it's probably in the warehouse district.
Where's that?
A few blocks south. Not a bad walk, but the riot police have blocked the roads because of the NSF.
Sounds like a good place to start.
Something to drink. Everything in the bar, snacks too, just 10 credits.
That's some heavy augmentation.
Yeah. Axionatco, what's it to you?
I'm in the business.
Well, I was in an early program, okay? I can still polish a glass. Good luck with your business.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm glad. I hope she does better.
Can't be any worse for her than morphine.
Hey, Shay, one for the road. Yes, ma'am. What'll it be?
A beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
That one's warm. Get me something from the bartender.
What'll it be?
A beer, please.
You bet. What'll it be?
A beer, please.
There you go.
What do you have for me?
You can have this beer.
I appreciate it. Yep, I know for a fact it's not just for government research. I've seen all kinds of executives coming and going.
I'm sure plenty of bureaucrats fly out there.
Billionaires, big executives. I think the whole place has been taken over by a private corporation.
Not likely.
Something's going on underground. I'm a pilot, which means I didn't get any access to the main complex. But a lot of rock comes out of there. It's some kind of mine. But what I don't understand is why they're always laying more fiber optic cables.
A pilot? What do you fly?
Copters. You know what I think? I think that's where the UN moved Echelon 4 back when they promised they were going to stop spying on people.
Surveillance is a very distributed technology. To centralize it in one large facility would be very unusual, even for the UN.
I bet they did it. They want to centralize everything. Every computer on the planet.
Know anything that's worth the price of a beer?
This old bird's had enough. Hell, I'm about to go on duty.
What kind of chopper pilot starts work at midnight?
You're with UNATCO, right?
Why do you ask?
I'm the one that flies your brother Paul to Hong Kong. He told me to watch out for you.
I didn't know UNATCO hired pilots.
The black choppers are run by the NSA to support various classified operations. The Pentagon uses them, the CIA. They hired me because I don't ask any questions.
What was Paul's assignment in Hong Kong?
Like I said, I know how to keep a secret. Even between brothers.
So he's holding something back. The reason UNATCO transferred him back to the States.
Listen to your brother, JC. Respect his experience. Let's leave it at that. Your brother's one of the bravest men I know. I sure hope Paul knows what he's doing. Check out the girl in the leather top. One thing the Air Force never understood. I'm dependable. No matter what, I'm dependable. Check out the girl in the leather top.
What's your business here, Agent?
Just going up to my brother's room.
You better hold off. The NSF retreated in there about half an hour ago, and they've taken hostages. We're waiting on a specialist.
I'm your specialist. Just tell me where the hostages are being held.
No one's standing in your way, but you'll have to go in alone. Our orders are to hold the perimeter. We think the terrorists are on the second floor.
Carry on, Corporal.
Agent?
Our files show that the Smuggler is whacked out paranoid. Watch for booby traps. In the latest news, your brother's team hit some resistance, so they're gonna be delayed while we bring in chopper support.
What do you want?
Why the booby traps? Afraid of something?
Just precautions.
Against what?
Government's been having some kind of crackdown all year. People I know, they've been disappearing.
Is that so?
Think it's a big joke? Lift up a grate in the street. They got my friend Ford Schick in a secret lab next to the sewers.
A lab? In the sewers? Maybe he was taken hostage by the NSF.
These guys are pros. Definitely government funded.
Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look, but I think you should have a little more regard for the United States government.
If you're serious about going down there and finding Ford, I'll give you a deal on some hardware. Also, you'll need this. It's the key that can open the sewer manholes.
Tell me about the hardware.
I have a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 2,200 credits, a bioelectric cell for 800, and some light amplification goggles for 3,500.
Too expensive. Maybe I'll try to locate your friend.
Don't take any unnecessary risks.
These tunnels aren't on the New York City sewer maps. Weird. I have no information on what you might be getting into. This seems worth following up.
Definitely something.
Nope, just nerves, I guess.
This area is an old water treatment facility. I wonder what all these paramilitary types are doing down here. Considering what the smuggler said, I would imagine this is where they're holding his friend, Ford Schick.
Who are you?
Smuggler sent me. Who's holding you here? I don't recognize the uniforms of the soldiers.
I don't know. They're private security for a biotech company or something. They had me doing antibody work.
Corporate security isn't usually outfitted to fight a ground war.
They're doing experiments on people. They don't want anybody finding out.
Make a break for it. I'll protect you.
Here I go. Smuggler. Tell him I'm all right. They had me working on immunoglobulin encodings. The soldiers kidnap homeless people and inject them with gray death. I was supposed to genetically alter those poor people so they could tolerate the virus. Every time I got the sequence wrong, more people died. The soldiers seem less interested in curing the plague than in successfully integrating it into a human host. I could eliminate the immune response by removing all sequences that code for H-type epsilon, but that's like driving a nail with a wrecking ball. I knew that patients without epsilon genes would die, but it was the only way to narrow down the problem. I had no choice. One of the guys knew enough immunology that I couldn't fake it. The soldiers kidnap homeless people and inject them with gray death.
Don't take any unnecessary risks.
I got your friend out.
Ford, is he all right?
Fine. You were right about those troops. Definitely not NSF.
They're the CIA. They capture people and use them for medical experiments.
I wouldn't go that far. You said you'd make it worth my while.
Since you helped Ford, I'll cut you a deal. I'll give you a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 700 credits, a bioelectric cell for 250, or some light amplification goggles for 1125.
Not interested.
Well, you know where to find me. Thanks again for finding Ford.
No problem.
Don't take any unnecessary risks.
Thanks. Trying to catch my breath. You saved my life.
Thank you, Natco.
Yeah? Well, you might be interested. I heard them talking. They said something about how they had just put in a generator in a warehouse a few streets south of here.
Did you catch the name of the street?
No, but they were talking about their security setup.
Anything interesting?
It sounded like there was underground access. They're using the word righteous as some kind of password.
That's very helpful. Thanks.
Thought I was a goner.
You better get out of here, Mr. Renton. Terrorists have taken cover inside the hotel.
Can't leave the desk unattended.
You'll be caught in the crossfire. I have to order you to leave the building.
Yes, of course. I'll close up in a second.
You all right, Mr. Renton?
Fine, I think that's all of them. You got the guys upstairs, right?
Yeah. By the way, I saw your daughter down the street. She didn't look so good.
Sandra? Was she coming back to the hotel?
I ran off a thug who was harassing her, but she's still mixed up in some pretty nasty business. You better talk to her.
No more talking. If you see her, tell her I don't care what she's been doing. She can come home. No questions, no speeches.
I'll tell her she can trust you.
I should probably go find her. Oh, I don't know. Maybe she'll come in from the fighting.
You just about saved my life.
Thought I saw someone. A guy in a coat. I guess it's nothing. Nothing. I guess we're safe. Who's that? I got this one. God damn. I'm gonna get this pig. Stay cool. The guy's still around.
Watch for lambs. I'm picking up sonic transducer activity. I'm sending you a satellite image that should help you plan your approach.
Find me the peacekeeping occupation of this district.
I took care of the generator. How's the raid going?
They should have sent Agent Navarre. Your brother is timid like a child.
Did something go wrong?
You do not need to hear anything from me. Take the helicopter back to base. I am sure Manderley has planned a debriefing for the top agents. I do not need assistance.
Last boarding call. Not go HQ.
Hey, you're the guy I talked to at the Underworld bar, right? The one asking for beer.
You don't want to fly one of these birds all wound up.